What is up, guys? Annie's here, Guild Forever, giving you guys a brief little review for Jojo's Bizarre Adventures, Part 3, Episodes 27, 28, and 29. This is not a part of the Cross-Jungle Henshin Burst Mode. This is just something that I promise to do at least once every week, where I do 3 episodes of I swear to God, if I say Jotaro one more time, Jojo's Bizarre Adventures. Okay, I do it at least once. I do at least one day of 3 episodes, one day with 3 episodes every week. So that's what I need to do. Sorry if I have forgotten about it. I'm very forgetful. I apologize. So if you guys can remind me of that, I'd appreciate it. So yeah, but before I get into the review, I gotta get into my usual spiel. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, comment, and watch this video from beginning to end. That way we can finally hit that YouTube algorithm and become monetized on YouTube. Because once again, we have the sub count. We are just lacking the watch time. So please, guys, I cannot stress it enough. Watch this video from beginning to end. Or watch as much as you are able to. And if you don't want to watch it, period, like this review video here, if you don't want to watch it, period, do me a solid. At least hit that like button before exiting, okay? There is no like goal for this particular video. The Cross-Jungle Henshin will continue on tomorrow, so look forward to that. But yeah, this ain't part of that, so don't worry, there is no like goal. But I'd appreciate it if you liked the video anyway. But yeah, anyway, let's get into the review itself. There was a lot of crazy stuff that happened in these 3 episodes. Especially with that one Divine Anubis sword. That was a crazy stand. But it seems like the stand is also the user? Question mark? I wonder if someone can really clarify that. It feels like the stand itself is the user. Like, I was kind of confused on that. I like toward the end, I thought we were gonna see the original, like the actual stand user, but apparently, like, there was never a stand user. Anubis was both the stand and the user itself, which it's an interesting concept. I do like that, and I'm not gonna lie to you, that one was actually really tough, to where it pushed Jotaro to the edge. Honestly, he looked like he was almost done in, but thanks to his quick thinking on just shattering it to pieces while the blade was still stuck in him, he was able to shatter it. And due to many circumstances and random events that occurred after that moment, Anubis got himself stuck underwater where no one, not even the sea creatures, want to help him. I mean, I wouldn't want to help a talking sword either. I'm just saying, if a sword can talk, yeah, I ain't touching that shit. But nonetheless, it was still great to see. I definitely enjoyed the episode, especially how it ended. And then there was the remaining part of the Uingo and Buingo brothers. Yeah, that was actually by far one of the funny. Yo, that episode was hilarious, man, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I felt like out of all the stands I've seen, which that kid and his stand, that was by far the most. I mean, you would think looking into the future is cool, but I guess that doesn't guarantee you the win. You need to be very clear and understand what exactly it's trying to tell you. But me personally, I thought that was one of the lamest stands, period. I don't know, me personally, I did not like that stand ability. I low-key thought it was a little lame, my personal opinion. The Anubis one, though, was actually pretty cool, but it's just that once you unsheath the sword, you're under that thing's possession. Like, you are its body for it allowing itself to fight. I also noticed that Anubis apparently is a sore loser, because he wanted to make, he would take over bodies after bodies after bodies after bodies just to make sure, like, he takes down anyone that will killed whatever host he had control of at the time. But for me, what is the most shocking is that this was the very first moment, very rare moment, where Jotaro was actually struggling in a fight. Because for the most part, he overwhelms his enemy to the point to where they can't get up again. Granted, I feel like that thing, the Anubis, I'm not sure if that's its stand ability or if that's more just his own. That's just Anubis itself. Like, you know, the ability to just memorize somebody's technique or fighting style. Like, afterwards, it's like, after not seeing it for that long, that either is Anubis's talent or one of its abilities. Because if that's just Anubis alone, like, that's all him, that's his own thing, I'm like, yeah, Anubis is actually pretty OP. The fact that he can just memorize it not long after the enemy showed it, well, not long after being shown it, it's kind of ridiculous, if I'm going to be honest with you. Almost borderline overpowered, because after memorizing it, apparently he can counter it. Like this. I'm like, that seems a little OP, don't you think? It's one thing to see somebody's technique, right? But just because you've seen and know how the technique more or less works, that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to counter it every single time. That's why for me personally, it was like, they kind of made him a savagely OP bastard. Which, in theory, it's good to help challenge the group, because I've noticed for the most part, they've had their pretty big bosses and their pretty, like, tough opponents. But I've never seen Jotaro get to this point to where, like, he's badly injured, on his knees, barely win. I'm like, I need more like that, okay? I need more things like that, because as much as I do enjoy Jotaro basically just wrecking anyone that gets in his way, I feel like to add some kind of difficulty to him. Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. To add something to where, like, he can actually be beaten depending on the circumstances, like, it adds more to his character and makes him more relatable, more interesting overall. But I just can't believe that again, someone please answer this. The ability to memorize like that, is that Anubis's own, like, that's like his own thing? Or is that something that his stand ability? Because if it's can I speak? Because if it's stand ability, that makes a bit more sense why he's able to memorize it, because that's just straight up an inherent ability. But no, if this is something he's developed as himself, I'm like, yeah, that's kind of overpowered, man. Like that, I mean, yeah, I would say that's overpowered. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think of that Divine Anubis' stand? Because me, I thought it was a bit too damn much, okay? I thought it was a bit too overpowered. The memorization thing, that's what I personally thought was overpowered. And to think, the first time he fought a Jotaro? Oh, excuse me. Oh, man, I'm sleepy. But yeah, I gotta upload this soon. But the moment he first saw Jotaro fight with his Star Platinum, it literally did not take him long to match its speed, or worse, overpower it. Because for the most part, Star Platinum was on the defense the entire time. Because he couldn't attack back. The freaking user, stand, whatever, was just way too fast. But thanks to Jotaro's quick thinking, in the end they were able to take it down. It was still overall very fun to see. This enemy, I felt like this was the enemy that truly felt like they challenged Jotaro, because I've seen a lot of boss battles like so far in the, you know, Stardust Crusaders, but I don't think I've ever really seen Jotaro struggle all that much. He's had some difficulty, but never to where he was so badly, like, injured and then struggling to do something against his opponent. Yeah, I've never seen that side of Jotaro all that often, or none at all, whichever. Either way, though, I'm not against it. I kind of like that trait because it gives him some kind of... It humanizes him, I guess you could say, in a way. So, for me, I think that's a positive thing. It's showing that even though the main character is, like, really powerful, he can still lose sometimes. So, me personally, I definitely appreciate that one thing. But anyway, that's it for this review. I'll see you guys in the next reaction. But hashtag bye bye Anubis, because he's right under the Nile, and it's like, yeah, you're gonna stay there for a long time, possibly eternity, or he'll rot before then. No, yeah, he's definitely gonna rot. But yeah, peace. I'm out.